Shalom, shalom. Peace and blessings to anyone who is listening. And we're going to be dealing with another word for today, right? Because the Lord blesses us with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? That's why we have to nurture it and take care of it, right? So, one of the things that we nurture is gratitude, right? Because gratitude is an attitude, right? Because to have gratitude is to excuse me, to have gratitude is to have a great attitude, right? Because you are grateful, you are not focused on the external parts, and you just focus really on what the blessings that the Lord gave you, right? And yeah, let's start with that. So, what is gratitude or being grateful, right? So, it is acknowledging the stuff or the people around you, good stuff around you, and generating happiness from, right? And that's where you base your mood, your mentality, your happiness, right? And that's where it will go towards, right? But in order to nurture gratitude, we must have patience with it, right? Because gratitude grows, right? And once gratitude grows, our attitude becomes great, right? Because it's better to nurture that because it's better to nurture that kind of spirit rather than the opposite of gratitude, right? Because to have gratitude is to be humble, right? Because you're grounded, you're not uplifting yourself up because you're just focused solely on what is grounded within and around you, right? So a scripture that I want to point out here is Sirach chapter 2 and verse 4. This is Sirach chapter 2 and verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. So one of the ways to nurture gratitude is to what? Be cheerful, right? Because positivity radiates growth, right? You cannot grow if you are not happy about it, right? You cannot actually grow if you are not happy about it. So gratitude comes along with happiness and joyfulness, right? So be positive, and I'm not saying that being sad is wrong. We experience a lot of stuff, right? But through trials, we have to sometimes look at the positive side, because sometimes there are no solutions, only to just really wait. And one of the things that we can do while waiting is to be grateful for what we have, and the Most High will help you in those kinds of situations. That's why reading along here it says, and be patient and thou art changed to a low estate, right? So to nurture gratitude is to be cheerful with what you have and what resources you have in times of temptations and challenges, right? Second is to be patient, right? Patient is to be wait, is really wait, and remember the stuff that what you have, right? I'm not talking about I'm not trying to guilt trip you. Being grateful is different from guilt tripping, right? It's normal to experience problems really and get down in life a lot. But we also need to remember that there are situations when um, there's no solution, right? The only thing that we can do is to endure. And one thing to endure is to positive is to look at possible uh, exits. And I'm not talking about positive toxicity, right? I'm not gonna you know bless you with a lot of joyfulness when you are in a very very low state, right? Just have the right amount right amount of balance of um, sanity. That's it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to look for, sanity. So in times of temptations, endurance, or struggles in life, you have to have the right sanity, right? And through that, the Most High can bless you, right? And He will help you in those kinds of um, challenges. So that's so far. That's about it for the word of today. Always all praises to the Most High. And yeah, let's increase this the word for today. Let's always nourish the word every day. We may be, more into the spirit rather than the flesh.